space. Now where's the one without it? Basic formula. So put the formula over here. So, all right. So we're gonna watch this first, just for the basic stuff. So we are live on YouTube. Let me just mute that a little bit. And so. All right. So I don't understand. Okay, what I will be doing now, I will share the screen so that you can see the screen on the YouTube channel. Screen number 2. Okay. All right. So firstly, what we want to do, please mute your phone. Please mute your phone for me so that we don't get the audio feedback. All right. So this is going to do the basic formulas, and then I'll probably do a bit more advanced. Yeah. Okay. So we're just going to watch this little video, and then we do it together on your laptop. So just before that, you understand the structure of Excel, do you? Do you understand the structure of Excel, right? No. Oh, jeez. Okay. So with Excel, what you have is you have columns, which are the ones that go down, and the rows are the ones with the numbers that come across. You identify your columns by a letter. So you're in column A. Column A is this column, and the row is identified by the number. Right? So remember, in a house, the column goes like this, and the row is like that. So that is how I remember them. Right? Can you close the window for me? The light is disturbing the video. Don't touch the computer. Yeah. Just the window is behind. Yeah, just close. Yeah, just maybe a little bit. Yeah. But the other one, I think, probably can open at the other end, but keep this one closed for me. Yeah. So every formula involves the upper. So you have the operation. You have the operations, and you have the operate. You need to understand the row and the column when you are setting up a formula, right? Because you can take things from different rows and formulas. You're recording? Yes. On YouTube. You can take things from different rows and different columns, right? To get what you need. So that's why it's important to understand the rows and the columns. Okay? So when you do your row and your column, let me just verify this thing is recording it. The rows and the columns. All right. Yes. So if you forget the row, just remember what the column is, and the other one will definitely be the column. All right. So each one of these little boxes is called a cell. And a cell has a row and a column location. It's like a address. So the first cell here would be A1. Yeah, so that means it is found in column A and it's in the first row. So if we want to know which cell has Robert Marquez name in it, what will be the address of Robert Marquez here?
A9.
A9, exactly. Right? And then the procurement in here would be what address?
A10. No, B10.
B10, yes. All right. The reason why you need to know this is because there are different ways to do formulas. You can put in the equal sign like this that she's going to show you, or you can actually type in the column, the address of where the information is by yourself, or you can highlight them. Yeah. So there are different ways to do it. So one is you can type it in and then you click on it and it will add it there. But every formula has to begin with the equal sign. Without the equal sign, it won't recognize what you're doing as a formula. So every formula begins with equal sign. The only one that you probably don't need to put the equal sign is when you're using the sum of, where Excel actually has this eta, the eta symbol, the Greek symbol, and that symbol, if you put it somewhere, if you click in a cell and click on that, it automatically knows that you're telling it to do a formula. All right. So it's not difficult. It's just that you need to understand the basic structure of Excel to be able to do the formula. All right. Okay. So I wanted to say that first, before we go into it. There's another thing that's called the operators. So you have what you call operators and operands. The operator is these things called equals. So operators are the signs that you use. Equal, plus, minus, divide, multiply. Those are what you call operators. Yeah. So without those, if you type anything in the cell, it's just a bunch of symbols. You need the operators for your formula to work, just as if you were doing it on a piece of paper. You can't add something without putting the addition in there. And you can't divide something without showing the division symbol. Yeah. So the simple formulas always start with an equal sign, and it's followed by the numeric values and the calculation operators such as the plus and the minus. Okay. Right. So to start your formula, so we're starting with the most basic one first. And that one is where you put in the equal sign. Yeah. Because this is like how you do it on your book. All right. So let me just go back here. Let's pause there for a little bit, and then we do some of this. Because she's got to average now. All right. Did any of that make sense?
I understand. There's a lot of work that you kind of showing me. I understand how to do the full amount, but once you go on to the side, I was kind of like,
Okay.
I don't understand.
All right. So we're going to get out our spreadsheet now. So you get a blank one out. And I'm going to put my, yeah, let me just put the blank spreadsheet over there on that screen too. Yeah. Spreadsheet numbers. Well, go on answer. Okay. All right. So we're gonna get a blank one out. Okay. Try to move it over here. Okay. So let's pay attention to this one for telling. Let me just reduce the size of this. Okay. All right. So we're gonna work on this one. So here we have a spreadsheet, and we've put some numbers in it, right? I've put in some so maybe like for you are doing some sales. Let me use some sales numbers because that might make so you have, let me add an extra column. Insert column here. So let's say we have some products. Yeah. So these are the products, yeah. You want to buy some stuff. Let's see, you're putting together a budget to create one of your guitars. All right, so we just maybe do 4 or 5 rows. So give me the name of, so you want some screws, yeah? Or give me the name of some stuff that you buy, just maybe 4 or 5 things. Some wood, yeah? Some wood, give me some name, yeah? Paint. Pick up, and one more. Bridge. Okay, let's maybe just keep those 5 items. So the screw costs approximately, say, how much? $5. Okay, let's put $5. Wood, probably more expensive than that. 500. 500. Paint. 400. 400. 250. Okay, 250. $95. 95. Okay, so we have a nice. Okay, all right. So we have I'm just making the shape, yeah. Okay. So yeah, so the value formula. So this column is where we're gonna put our formula so you can see, yeah? So we can do it different ways, right? Okay. Let me just delete what's in there. Oh, to do a formula, remember you need the operator, and the operator has to begin with the equal sign. Every formula must begin with equal, right? So to show you how it works, it's equal. Once the equal is in there now, anywhere you click on, it will bring the address into that box where your equal is, right? So B2 is equal to 5. So see, if I put equal B2 here, see, it will bring it tells me, yeah, so look up here, you can see, this is the formula box.
Oh.
Yeah, so wherever I am on the page, sorry, oops. Anywhere I click on the page, it will bring the address here. See, you can see the address here, the name box. So here I'm in K2, see it changed to K2 over there. I'm in F10, see it changed to F10. So because sometimes, you know, with Excel, if you're not familiar, you might get lost on the page. If you want to really know where your cursor is, just check this box and it tell you which cell your cursor is in. Yeah.
Okay.
So here I'm on B4, it's there. So remember, you can write a formula by either typing it in, or you can click on the thing that you need and it will automatically add it into your formula. Okay. Yeah? Okay. So the simplest one is this. So let's say we want to add up the amount for the screws and the wood, right? For screw and wood, we can put in the equal 5 and put plus, yeah? Plus the 5, click on the 5. I'm clicking them, yeah? I'm clicking them. And then you press enter and it will give you it's 505. Okay, all right. I'm using a different cell.
Yeah, so
So
the screw value is 5, right?
Yes.
And how you get the 5 in that column, in formula column?
You put an equal because I put my cursor there. Anywhere, it doesn't have to be in the formula column. Anywhere I put it, even if I put it over here and I put equal, anywhere that I put it equal 5, and I add my plus, see, plus, I put the plus from the keyboard, and then I click the 500.
Okay, you're plugging below.
Yes, I'm plussing the 500 from below.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
And then I press enter and I say get my 505. So it doesn't, yeah? Okay.
Because my confusion was then if that is the value, which is 5, out of because you press.
Yeah, let me take this out because maybe this is confusing.
because okay, you're working on the side now, right? Side column. So because you press 5, you put equal beside the 5, then you put the 5 because then the formula is you're adding.
We're adding 5 plus 5, yes.
Below.
Yeah, but it can go in any direction. It doesn't matter because if I want to add this 5 here to this one over here, I can do it too.
How would you do that?
Exactly the same way. Remember, you just need the operator equal. I'm just popping this in a random spot. Equal 5, and I add my plus, and then 5. Click this 5. Or if I even want to add this one. Yeah, so it doesn't matter where it is. Yeah, but it also means that you have to be careful because you can accidentally add something to your formula that if you like just randomly click something. Yeah, but let me delete this one. So that is one way to do it. That's one way to do it. I'm doing the formula by the side just to show you now. Yeah. So it means you can as long as you put the operator in, you can create a formula anywhere. Yeah. So one more example. I'm using this next blank space beside it. Yeah. So that was me putting in the equal sign and finding them with the arrow. But you can also, if I don't want to click it, I know that the price for screw is in B2. So I can type the B2. Yeah. Plus the price for wood is in what? B3. I've typed in my B3 and enter, and I get my 505. So that's the second way you can do it. So first way,
you don't have to be the column beside,
it can be anywhere. I can put it down here. Equal B2 plus B3. Anywhere, 505. As long as there is an empty cell that is not in the way of anything, you can put your whatever, right? Okay. No.
Hold on before you go. So the vertical one,
Yeah.
where you would have clicked and dragged.
Yes.
And
that's the next one I'm going to show you now.
It will equal everything.
Yes.
But you can also select
all of them one by one too.
You can select randomly.
Yes.
What you want.
What you want. Yes. So let's say, like in your spreadsheet, you have like a subtotal. So let's say you have cost for material, subtotal. Then you have labor cost at the bottom. Yeah. You might only want to just add up the subtotal for the material. You have already added them. You don't want to add everything come down again because it means you're going to add it double.
Right.
Let's do that. How about we try that? Because, yeah, let's do that. Yeah, but you get the idea about the rows and the columns and the operators, okay? Okay, so let's add in a subtotal here, right? Subtotal. All right, subtotal, and I put in bracket material, right? This is the material cost. So I want to add up. So then for this one, I'm going to put equal.
When you're typing down, you just don't. You type you type in the when you type in subtotal, where you just type it. You type it up there or here.
It doesn't matter. You can type it in both. But you have to click the cell where you want it to go first. Yeah. So you see, this is that.
Right.
So anywhere my cursor is, it will show you whatever it's up here. It's like a viewing window.
Okay.
Yeah. It's your viewing window or your formula window. Yeah. So here, this is your name box. So it tells me that I've selected A7 as the cell, and I've typed in that cell subtotal, whatever, right? But if I wanted to do a formula, I could just click F of X and I can tell it tell what to happen in that box. Yeah. But we're not doing that now because, for example, see how the words have space like sub, space, total, space, bracket, material. If I want to join up all the words in one, I can do something called concatenate. Concatenate, which means that I join up all the words and remove all the space. So I could give it a function here. Click function. Oh, hang on. I can click function and say concat. Yeah? Yeah? So I can do concat and it joins the text together. And look, if I do concat sub. Anyway, this one, let me not even go into it. So that is good. Anyway, I can concatenate it. And it will just join up all the words instead of showing the space. It will just be one big word, subtotal material in one. Yeah? Anyway, let's not focus on that. I want to add up all of this here. Yeah? And give a subtotal for the material. Right? I can do it in 3 ways, right? So I can do the equal and go this plus this plus this plus this plus this and go enter and I get my total. Right?
So you don't select the box and press plus.
Yeah, so you select the box plus. Yeah, select the box, press plus. Select the next one, press plus. Yeah, that's number one. I'm going to do the same thing again, right? So I'm using a different cell now just to show you that. I can also do it another way. I can do equal. I can do equal and I can do equal and do sum. It means that I'm going to do a formula now, and I'm going to tell this cell that I want to sum, and to do the sum though, I need a bracket. I want to sum everything in this bracket and highlight all of them, close the bracket, and then I enter and see. Want to see that again? Let's do it again. I'm going to do equal and then I type sum. I want to sum all of these values.
So my question, why you put bracket into that plus?
Because this time I'm not taking them one by one. I'm collecting everything. I'm just grabbing all of them. So it's like I'm saying, I'm telling the bottle, I'm going to put all these numbers inside of you. What I want to do is to add them up. Yeah. So that's why I put this sum first. So I put this sum. I've instructed the bottle to sum. So whatever I put in the bracket, that's what I want you to sum. Yeah. Okay. So I've told it sum, which is a function. So I put the bracket so that it knows that whatever I put in that bracket, I have to close the bracket too, so that it knows that I've stopped summing. So so you're going to sum everything between these two brackets. From B2, and you see that colon means from B2 to B6. Yeah, you're starting at B2, and the colon is saying from here to this number. So I don't list them all by one. It's just telling say from this location to that location, you add everything and you get the sum. Yeah? Does it make sense? Third way you could go. Question.
So the bracket, okay, so what the girl was teaching me, instead of putting the bracket as you show me that just now, I just put equal sum and enter and I get the total.
You can do that too. Equal
sum and enter.
Sum of what?
No, you highlight just like you highlighted just now. Okay, highlight it.
Yes. So put equal sum. I highlight it all
from top. Yes. No. Yeah.
See, it doesn't work. You need a bracket.
But I did it on this, and then I don't know.
You need the bracket, because without the bracket, then it doesn't. It is somewhat. So you need a bracket for the sum to work. Yeah. The other way you can try it.
Oh, and this is let's do something.
But yeah. I'm just making sure this video is working. So are you seeing that? Yeah. So do the sum. So equal.
So we press
equal.
Equal.
And then sum. SUM. See, it comes with the bracket.
It automatically.
Yes. So when you take this sum, so I have only done it manually. But if you take the sum, if you do equal, and you do sum here, sum. See, it shows you the example here. You have to put the bracket in order to get the numbers in there.
But
it even shows
automatically do it, or you turn it off?
No, it automatically does it when you choose it from the function, because it's in there. The one I did before, I typed the sum myself. But you selected sum from here, which is doing exactly the same thing that I did when I typed it in. The only difference.
I set the sum from a drop-down window.
Yes. You select the sum from the drop-down window, which did the exact same thing as I did when I typed it in. And the only thing that I did it manually. So press sum. Press sum. Yeah. Select sum. You are selecting a formula from Excel, from here. So if I do that, see, it says sum here. Right. See, it looks exactly the same as on your computer. Yep. So you select sum, okay. And then it asks you to put the numbers, the number.
Yeah, why are you getting that window? I'm not getting that. It's because one is Mac and one is PC.
Probably. It's just, yeah. But it doesn't mean that what you're doing is different. Oh. It's the same exact thing.
Okay.
Right?
So what you're teaching me just now, that this do it automatically for me.
Yes.
But I need to know that I have to put the bracket after sum
Yes.
somewhere to win.
Yeah, because if the computer make a mistake and you don't know what the formula is supposed to be, then you won't know that you've made a mistake. Yeah. So let's say you have put this in and you see that it looks funny, then you know, oh, the bracket is missing.
Right.
Yeah. And you can manually fix it just by using your cursor and use your hand to fix it. Yeah.
Okay. I learned that.
Yeah.
That I didn't understand. I totally know it. It do the point but not knowing what it's doing for me.
Yeah.
But when you actually put in the bracket and that, but okay. All right.
Does it make sense now?
Very much.
Yeah. So that is it. So there's another way you can do it. So this one, by choosing it, so that you choose the formula from here, equal sum. Yeah. You can choose it from there, and then you tell it where you want to sum from. You say, I want to sum this, and you click OK, and it put them in the bracket for you. The third way you can do it, I'm going to show you.
But I'm also seeing doing it multiple times. You can do it multiple times.
You can. Because I'm just showing you the different examples.
Yeah, but you could actually do it multiple times.
Yes.
Huh?
So the next way you can do it is here. See the auto sum? Auto sum is here. So it should on your home here. It's here. It should be on your home. Yeah. Yeah. So you put the cursor where you want the sum to go. So let's say I want it to go here.
Right.
And yeah. And I'm going to say auto sum. And auto sum is going to ask me what I want to auto sum. Yeah.
Where?
So to hang on, let me escape that. To do auto sum, I'm going to delete this one. Put the auto sum right exactly underneath where you want the sum to come. In the first empty space below the range. Okay?
Below the subtotal?
No, because you want a subtotal. So let me just delete that one. You want the subtotal to go here. If I put it under here with the number here, it will also add this row. Okay. Yeah? So anywhere you want the sum, you have to put it right below the last number that you want to include, because it will just take the numbers from above it and add them up to that cell. Okay. If I put it here, it will add all of these three and put the sum here. Yeah. If I had the 1250 here, and I want to auto sum, I can't put auto sum and it stop here. It will also include the 1250. So to do my auto sum, I have to have a blank space here, and then I click.
No equal.
Yes, and the auto sum already have the entire formula. Yeah. And then you enter.
Hey.
So the auto sum is quick.
How does it know that you want to add?
Because it's a sum. It's auto sum. It's a sum formula. Okay. Automatically add a quick calculation.
Okay.
Yeah. If you want to subtract, it's a different formula, but you can't do auto sum. Auto sum means to add. Yeah. You sum it out. Okay. Yeah. So you see, you have several different ways. And the other way you can do it, of course, is you can go in and type in and tell it which cell you can tell B whatever, which is the same as clicking on it.
Please do it so I can.
Yeah. So equal. I want add screw, so it's in B2. I'm typing it in. I want to add wood, so that is in what? B3. And I add my plus. I want to add paint, which is in B4, and my plus. I want to add pickup, which is 250 in B5. B5 plus. And then the last one is bridge in B6. So I've added, so I have a B2, B3, B4, B5, B6, and the plus is there between them. I press enter, and I have my thing. So you can do the click. You can type it in yourself. You can do the auto sum, or you can do the function, the f of x function, and select sum.
Yeah, you're recording, right?
It's recording. Yeah. All right. Now, I'm just going to delete these for the sake of the next part I'm going to show you with the other formula. Remember now, you said you want to add labor cost. Yeah. So we're going to add the labor cost. Let me make this a little bit bigger. I don't know how well you can see this on the screen. We're going to add in the labor cost. So this subtotal is a subtotal of the products, yeah? Yeah, subtotal of the product, right? And we have a subtotal here, right? I'm going to give it a little.
You adding?
No, I'm just putting the lines around it so that it.
How you do that?
Oh, you highlight where you want the line to go, and you come up here. It borders. It's on your home tab, just under where you format like the font and so on.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see it. So you can choose if you just want the bottom border or the top border. Yeah. So I want the thick outside border because I want to show that all of these, oops, I'm going to undo it. All of this is the same here. Yeah. But I did the first part first and then the subtotal. I want to add a color. So I come here with this one and I'm going to maybe put lime green. Yeah. The labor cost is, you do two things. I'm just doing the basic one now. Let's say you have a set labor cost that you charge. Yeah?
300.
300. We charge 300 for labor cost. And then, so then we have the total cost. Yeah? So total cost for material and labor. So, okay, let me make it out. Mat and labor. Yeah? The total cost for material and labor is what? How do I get the total? Equal. Uh-huh.
And then the highlight from the top. Oh, it's sub.
Mm-hmm.
You're putting sub.
Yeah, and plus.
You didn't put sub.
I sub. See, it's B7. Oh, hold on.
Yeah, equal.
Yeah, it's equal to.
And then
it's subtotal. This one. Hold on, you're confused. Let's go back. I want to add the subtotal, which is all of this added up equal this.
Okay, I understand.
Yeah. I'm going to do it manually. Equal B7 plus B8, which is the labor cost. Yeah, and that is 1,550, right? So my overall cost, I'm going to put another border around this one now, and then I'll change the color again. So we know that, yeah, overall cost. Yeah. So, but in some cases, you actually charge a percentage of the overall cost for your labor, isn't it? Yes. So let's assume it's sub, yeah? So let's put the sub here. I'm going to put the 1,250 over here. Just to show you, yeah? And you are going to charge a percentage of the material cost for as labor. What percentage?
Let's say 100%.
100%. So the labor cost is going to equal to the material cost. So 1,250.
For the material, you mean for the material?
You have you are going to buy material for 1,250. And based on the amount of material, you're going to use that to judge how much you want to charge for your labor. What proportion? So it's 1,250 for the material. What percentage of that do you want to charge as your labor cost? I don't know how you do it. I know you normally do something.
Well, they're saying that so we buy the material from, so we have an OEM account with manufacturer. So we give it a discount.
Yeah.
Because we are builder.
Yeah.
So we not do a markup.
Yes.
So let's say the guitar cost, the material production cost is 1250.
Mm-hmm.
And they say how much money you want to make.
Mm-hmm.
Tell the guitar. So I say, okay. So what they normally double the cost if it's 1050, so that would be like 3,000 or so. 2,500.
For what? Yes.
2,500.
So you want to double the cost?
Yeah, so that's
Yeah?
that would be
Okay.
100.
So it's 100%
Yeah,
markup.
100. Mhm.
Okay. So you want to charge 100% of the material cost as labor cost.
Mhm.
So it's equal to this.
You recording?
I am recording, but pay attention.
Yeah, I'm paying attention because this is very
This
complicated.
this is equal to material cost multiply is the asterisk, what you call it? Asterisk. That thing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Mhm.
Multiply by 100%. So it's 100%. You can use the integer, which is 1. 100% is 1.
One.
Yeah. So we are using fraction. Or, okay, let me go back. 100%, which is times 1. 100% is how much? 100 divided by 100. It's the same thing. It is 100%. 100% is, yeah? Or 1. So 100% is equal to 1, is a whole 1. 50% would be 0.5. As fraction. So we are turning it into a fraction or decimal.
Okay.
Yeah? How is your mathematics? If it's 100%, it's 1. If it's 50%, it's 0.5 when you put it as a decimal.
Oh.
If it's 25%, yeah, it's 0.25. So what we're doing is to move the decimal places because so instead of dividing it, I'm multiplying it by the fraction. So 100% is 100 divided by 100. Okay. Yeah.
If it's 10%.
If it's 10%, it's 10 divided by 100. If it's 30%, it's 30 divided by 100.
So let's say it's two, so how would I get the 3,000?
We not finished yet. I'm just calculating labor cost now.
Okay, labor cost.
Yeah.
Oh, you're doing labor cost.
I'm calculating the labor cost. So if it's 30%, it's going to be $375. Yeah. But how do you get the 375? It is equal to this. So there are different ways. It's the sub is okay. Let me start with the percentage first. It is 30%. 30% can be expressed as 0.3.
Okay, 30% of the material.
Material. Yeah. It's 30% of the material, which is 0.3. If it's 20%, it's 0.2. Because we're moving the zeros and putting it behind it. Yeah. There's another way you can do it. You can say is it's hang on, let me delete that. There's another way. It is the labor cost. There's another way I can do it. I can say my total cost would be this multiplied by 100% of it. So 30% more would be 130%. Would be 1.3. That 1.3. Which is the same as saying I'm increasing it by 30%. Oh, where did I go? 0.3. So I'm increasing it by 10. What did I not see? 7. No. Anyway, you can do it two ways. So you find the labor cost first. If you want to mark up by 100%, it's the same amount. 100% is the same amount, right? So 100% would be equal to this times 1. Equal this times 1, right? Or if you want to spell it out, it is this You do the long formula is multiply by 100%, and 100% is 100 divided by 100.
That's it. Okay.
Yeah, it's the same as 1. 100
okay.
divided by 100 is 1.
So that is okay, 30% then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then
50%.
okay. If yeah, so if it's 60% is that multiplied by 0.6 or 60 divided by 100 is the same thing.
But my
Look, let me show you this. 60 divided by 100. Sorry.
well, that's divide inside.
Yes.
Divide.
The forward slash 60 divided by 100 is 0.6. So instead of me writing out the whole 60 divided by 100, because I already know it's 0.6, I use the 0.6 here instead of put the formula. You understand? Because I know the mathematics that 60% is the same as 0.6.
Okay.
A fraction, yeah, as a decimal place.
If 80% is
0.8, yes. If it's 90%, it's 0.9.
100% is 1.
1. Yeah. So
And
whatever the
5% is what?
1.05. So if it's more than 100 now, it's 1 point whatever.
0.05.
Yes. It's not 1.5 because 0.5 is 50%.
105
is 1.05 because you're moving the decimal place
right,
two places.
1.05, okay.
Yeah. So if you wanted to mark it up by 100, excuse me. If you wanted to mark it up by if your labor cost was 110%, it will be 1.10. Or if it's 5, it's 1.05 because is 5 over 100 is 2 decimal places. So the decimal place comes 2 places before the 5. So you have to put the 0 to make the extra. Yeah. So let's say you wanted to mark it up by 105%. Yeah. So it's 105 multiplied by the material cost. And you get it's $312.50 extra is going to be added. So your labor cost is $1,312. So the total cost for material and labor will be equal to this plus this. Yeah, and you sell a guitar for 2,562. Yeah, so you recover your labor costs, you recover your material with $1,250, and you make a profit of $1,312 for your labor.
So I'm also doing markup on the cost of the labor. Is what you're telling me?
No, you're not marking up anything. You're just saying to find out how much the overall amount to charge for your guitar. You have spent $1,250 for the material. You are charging the way you calculate the labor costs or your markup. Or okay, so maybe you want to charge labor costs different. But let's say you are paying somebody, maybe you have contracted it out.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, okay. So maybe we're gonna have to add an extra row then.
Okay, thank you.
No. So let's assume we have you are paying somebody, you are subbing out the work for somebody to paint it, spray it for you. Yeah. So at the end of the day, you are doing a markup, which is going to be your real profit. Yeah. Your markup is your profit, what you really earn.
So the markup would be on the material.
It doesn't matter. That is up to you. Where do you want to put it? It's completely up to you. Anyway, I'm out of time. You want the markup on the material.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And okay. Let me take out all of these things so that we have a blank page. You want to put some, so you've paid $1,250 for it. The labor cost, how much is the labor cost?
Okay, so painting up like $350.
Okay, so you're charging somebody is charging you $350 to paint it.
Mm-hmm.
But what about you who make it? You're not charging it? Or that is going to go in your markup? How
can it be in the markup?
It can be. It's up to you.
I mean, in the material. because I'm getting the materials at
discount, yeah.
Right.
So you want to get the markup off
Right. Right.
So you want to mark it back up as if it was the real price.
Right.
So that is where you could probably put that 100%.
Right.
So let's say they give you the material for 50%.
Right.
But you want to charge the person, you want to pretend as if you paid full price.
Right.
So you're marking it up back.
Right.
Yeah.
At a sale price.
At a sale price.
Right.
Yeah. And okay, so you want to mark up that. So you make a little profit off the material, but you also want to make some profit again off maybe an extra 50%. I don't know how.
I want to make the profit off the markup on the material,
yeah,
not the labor.
Okay. So you are making the, yeah. So your markup could be 50%, is not 50%, it's 100% of the material cost. Yeah?
Okay.
Yeah, it is. Because if you had paid full cost for the material, you would have paid 1250 times 2.
Right. Right.
Yeah. So what you are going to do now is you're going to mark it up by 100% because you want to get that 50 that profit. Yeah. So the markup is equal to 1 times, because the 1 represents 100 times this. Yeah, which is 1250. That's your markup.
You put it below the labor, okay?
I'm putting it below the labor because we're adding an extra line.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You put in your markup here.
Right.
It doesn't matter where it goes, as long as you can add it up. Okay. Yeah. So hang on. So now I'm going to delete this so we can calculate a new labor cost. The total cost for for everything. Are you finished? Is there anything else you want to add?
She have gross margin.
Okay, so maybe the gross margin is where they've added the markup for the material. So that is the 107%. See?
Okay. Down without 10%.
Click on it. Click on the 107%, and then let's see what's in the formula. It's B24 divided by B19. So B24 is the gross profit divided by the total production cost per unit. Yeah.
Total production cost. Just sales revenue per unit.
That I can explain another time.
Okay.
Yeah. But this is a basic way to do it. This is very simple way.
I like it.
This is a very simple way that you can calculate yourself. You know how much your material cost. If you know what was the margin that you got as your discount, you can use that then to mark up, to mark it up. Yeah.
So what I was trying to do, you see, is that I was thinking like, it's just like you're selling phone. So you spend $10,000 and you buy 10 phones.
Yeah.
So your pay is coming from your profit. Am I right?
Say it again.
I
bought 10 phones from who? For 10,000.
For 10,000.
Yeah.
Other business.
So I'm hustling. I bought 10 phones and I bought them for 10,000. Right?
You have to make a profit on that to buy to turn over to pay yourself.
Yes, and get back my 10,000 that I paid.
Right.
So I want to determine how much profit I want to make on it.
So your pay coming from the profit.
Yes.
So that is what I want to do with that.
Yes.
Instead of putting labor.
Yes.
My labor comes from the profit.
Yes. So what I want, that's why we do it this way.
Okay.
Because this is simpler. You have already, so that labor cost there is not to pay you. It's to pay maybe your whoever you have subcontracted. Yeah. So you don't even have to put the labor down here. You can add it up here into the material and production cost.
I'm paying.
Yeah.
Into that.
You can add it into the production cost. Yeah. But I'm just doing this for simplicity. Right. Yeah. So that you consider. So let's say you paid some labor costs. Maybe you pay some transportation costs too. Yeah, maybe shipping. So maybe you want to add some shipping. Yeah. Yeah. So before you, so maybe you even want to add in some shipping because you are not going to cover the cost for shipping. So you're going to shipping, right? And you already know based on the approximate weight. So for example, if you send it through FedEx or whatever, it will cost you maybe $350 to ship it to that destination, right? So you add in an extra $350 for the shipping. You're not marking up the shipping and you're not marking up the labor cost, yeah? Because you've already are. I mean, you might mark up the labor. Do you want to mark up the labor cost? It's up to you. Tell me if you want to mark up the labor cost.
For the guy, I have to pay him to paint the guitar.
Yes. Right. But do you want to make any profit off what he's done? No. So we still keep it down there. If you want to make profit off the labor, you put it up here and include it in the subtotal. Yeah. Because the subtotal of the production is what we're going to calculate our markup from. Yeah? So from the production, I want to mark this up. I'm not really adding any markup from the ship. You can add the shipping at the bottom because you're not really marking the shipping. Yeah? So I'm going to take the shipping and put it under here. Put the shipping down below the markup. Yeah?
How you do that?
I just cut it out. I cut it and then I insert paste here.
Cut it from.
Okay, I'm going to put the labor cost on here. Highlight the row, make sure the whole row. Right click, and then I cut. And then I want it to go above the shipping. So I've highlighted shipping. So Excel knows that when I paste it, I want it to go above the shipping. So insert cut. If I don't do that, I'm going to paste over something. That's why you have to insert it. That means it's not pasting it over something, it's putting it in between. Yeah? All right. So my markup is purely on the production cost, the material cost. So my markup is 100% or 1 times, or I can say that multiplied by 100 times 100 divided by 100, the same thing. I just make it simple because I know 1 is the same as saying 100 divided by 100%. Okay. Yeah. And then I will add the shipping cost. So my markup is $12.50 because it's 100%. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Then I will add back the shipping and the labor cost to it to determine how much I'm going to actually charge. So I put that in there. I highlight the subtotal, the markup, the labor, and the shipping cost. Yeah. Yeah. And I sum it. Oops. What did I put in?
You want to add 7?
Yeah.
7, 8, and 9.
It's the sum of, open bracket, this to this, close the bracket. And the total cost is 3,200. Right? So, okay. Yeah. So from the 3,200, 1,250 is the amount that I owe the the supplier. I'm going to pay the guy who sprayed the thing for me 350. Mm-hmm. Another 350 gonna come out for me to pay the shipping, and I keep 1,250 for myself as my profit. Yeah, and that is it.
On the markup is what? For the
that is your profit. The markup is off this. Yeah. 100%? So if you want me to write out, so the subtotal is the sum of all material cost. Yeah, that is from B2 to, I'm writing it out in a sentence, B2 to B6. Yeah. Markup is calculate 100% of the material cost, right? Which is equal to the material cost multiplied by 1 or 100 divide by 100. Yeah? It's multiplied by 1, or 100 divided by 100 is the same as 1. Or whatever the percentage is, you calculate into you convert it into a decimal place. So if it's not 1, yeah, so if it is less than 100%, use a decimal place before the number. Yeah. For example, 90% equal to 0.9. 5% equal to 0.05. Yeah. If it is more than 100%, like 105%, then the decimal is 1.05. Or 140% is 1.40. Okay? All right. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So this is how we calculate the markup. Calculate 100% of the material, yeah? Okay. So to calculate 100% of the material cost, then, so it's equal to material cost multiplied by 1, or 100 divided by 100. Or you follow it, yeah? Yeah? My time is up. I have to go. The labor cost is the labor cost, yeah? The total cost, yeah? Total cost is the sum of the subtotal plus labor markup plus labor plus shipping. Yeah? It's a sum, and you know how to do sum. You can add them one by one, you can do sum off, you can click them in, or you can type it in.
Actually, on the side or below.
Yes, the side or below. Yeah, and I'll send this spreadsheet. Let me just format it so that you can see the first one. So to format it, I've highlighted the formula, and up here on the home tab, you look for these. This is the paragraph format. I've clicked it so that the text goes to the left, so you can see the front of the text. That's how you format your column, right? If you want it to go to this side, you do this, and you see the material go that way. Yeah, or that. If you want in the middle, you click it like that, and it's center into the middle. Okay. So the sum, you add up your material cost first, if that is where you want to get your markup from, and whatever the percentage of that you want to mark it up by. Yeah, it could be more or less. So that's what I would say. Yeah, if it's 90%, you do 0.9. But if it's 190%, is 1.9. Yeah, because it is multiplying this number by itself 1 times plus 90% as well. Yeah, and then you add it here. It's simpler if you do it this way than to put in the percentage here, because you can see the numbers, and if you make a mistake, it's easy for you to find out where the mistake is. Yeah. So I prefer a simpler formula for you, because you're not an expert on Excel. Go with the simple formula. So you can go home now and you can play around with this and create a few formulas. Yeah. All right. So I hope that was helpful. I'm going to save you this one. Yeah, I'll save this spreadsheet. Yeah. So remember, you can add them up by auto sum, but to auto sum, you need a blank space below the number. Yeah, because if I do auto sum here now, it will just add everything on this page and put the sum down here. Yeah. Okay. So that is it. So let me save this. Mm.
The Y class 1.
All right, so there you have it. That is your class 1. And just take some of the numbers from your stuff, and based on what you understand, just add in your material cost here based on the understanding of how much your percentage you add that there, and then you even that, sorry, open your spreadsheet where you said the one that you showed me a while ago. So let's assume that the markup is 107%. It will be 1.07. Yeah. So you are marking up the thing. You multiply your material by 1.07.
Right.
Yeah. This person has just put the formula in so that it shows up that it is 107%, but it's the same as 1.07. Yeah. Okay.
But
All right.
what's your number sign?
Number.
Number sign.
This number sign here, no, it means that there's an error. Anytime you see this thing with the number sign div, it means that there's a problem with the formula in that color, in that cell. Anytime you see this jumble, it means there's a problem. All right. So that's it. We're done for today, and hopefully that was useful and helpful.